I literally do not know what I'm doing. But good morning or afternoon or evening, whenever it is, wherever you are. I'm Kit, and welcome to Betwixted. I am very betwixted today. Very between and just so I don't know what I'm doing. A couple days ago I said, I'm putting a list. I literally wouldn't know what to write on that list today. I am in the midst of looking for work and looking for housing here in the cities, but I do not know where to start in a way. I have a list of places just like stop by, put resumes, but okay, where does, maybe one of them will get back to me. But I'm very much not knowing how to move forward, really, is what it boils down to. Doing the meditation and posting these videos and other like small creative projects is like the one thing that really just lets me relax and just go into the flow of things. But it's like, do I have time for that? Don't I have all these other things that I need to be giving my attention to? But then when I try and do those things, I generally just sort of end up freezing and just like getting into a stress paralysis. And so how to balance those? And I don't have the answer. I don't have anything with a neat little bow on it that I can present, but that is the dynamic that I am currently sort of living in and relaxing into and, trying. And as uncomfortable as it is, praise God or whatever powers that be are in your perception of things for the opportunity to do so. I do have a place to stay here in the cities for a couple days with a friend. I'm currently on a nice little porch overlooking a great parking lot, 3 stories up, and I do have some time to relax and breathe and center. And I am grateful for having this time. I'm grateful for the challenge of how to thread that needle between the day-to-day productivity that somehow needs to happen in some way at some point, and giving myself the freedom to do what I can as I can versus trying to force myself into my preconceptions of other people's preconceptions of what I as an adult ought to be able to do. Because those preconceptions aren't reality. And if there's one thing that, if there's a message for myself today, that's what it is. Preconceptions are not reality. Reality is how you deal with the world moment by moment. And that's really all it is. So there is no reality of I need to get a job on that level. There's the reality that in order to live in the cities, I somehow need money to pay rent. But there is the exact form in which that takes is not a pre-existing reality. There are the more obvious answers: get a job. There are the more specific answers to me: potentially get some sort of internship in a theater company that pays enough that I can survive, which luckily is a fairly low threshold. And then there's the completely unobvious, like maybe somehow this will become something that gives other people find enough value in that they want to support. Because that's all monetary transaction essentially is. And I don't know. And it's not my job to know. My job is putting one foot in front of another as I can in the way that I best can. And that's it. So, yeah. Until next time, stay betwixt it.